So far, you've seen the different behaviors bears may exhibit around people. Now, let's find out the safest way to respond. What should you do when you see a bear? Always stop, remain calm, and assess the situation. Does the bear know you're there? If not, move away quietly, watching for any change in its behavior. Be careful not to startle it. Shouting at a grizzly that is unaware of you could provoke an attack. Make a wide detour and try to leave undetected. If you see young bears on the ground or in a tree, or you hear bear vocalizations, be extremely cautious and go back the way you came as quietly as possible. If the bear becomes aware of your presence, stay calm, and in a non-threatening way, let it know you're human. Talk to it in a low, respectful voice. Wave your arms slowly. Even if it seems unconcerned, never approach a bear. If you crowd it, you might provoke an aggressive response. Instead, walk away slowly, avoiding sudden movements. And don't run. That could trigger a chase. A bear's usual response to detecting a person is to move away. Let it leave. If you must proceed, do so cautiously, making noise as you go.
Hey, bear. It's okay, bear.
If a bear starts to approach, you're in a more serious situation. Stop and remain calm. Get ready to use any deterrent you may be carrying. Don't run away unless there is a safe place so close you're absolutely certain you can reach it before the bear can get to you. Remember, climbing a tree is no guarantee of safety. If you're with others, group together. Keep your pack on. It may protect your back and neck. This is when you need to assess the bear's behavior. If you think it's reacting defensively, your goal is to avoid being seen as a threat. Talk to the bear and let it know you mean no harm. A defensive bear is stressed by your presence. When it no longer feels threatened, it may simply retreat. However, a defensive bear might approach you or even charge. If it does, stand your ground.
Hey, bear. It's okay, bear.
Facing a defensive bear can be terrifying, but it's your best strategy.
It's okay. You stay there.
Most defensive charges stop short. Don't shout or throw anything. Once it knows there's nothing to fear, the bear should calm down and stop its approach. When it's no longer advancing, start slowly moving away, still reassuring it in a calm voice. If the bear advances again, stop and stand your ground once more. If the bear doesn't stop and seems intent on attack, use your deterrent. Finally, if a defensive bear attacks, wait as long as you can before it strikes you, then fall to the ground face down with your legs spread slightly. Lock your fingers behind your neck. Protect your face and vital organs. If the bear flips you over, roll back onto your stomach. Don't cry out or fight back. Once a defensive bear no longer thinks you're a threat, it will stop attacking. Lie still and wait for the bear to leave. Moving too soon may provoke another assault. Now that you've seen what to do when a bear approaches in a defensive encounter, let's look at non-defensive approaches. Remember, there are a number of reasons why a bear may make a non-defensive approach. It may be curious or food conditioned. It could be asserting its dominance, or it may see you as potential prey. Whatever its motivation, when a non-defensive bear moves toward you, it will show little stress. And your response needs to be assertive. Stay calm and talk to the bear in a firm voice. try to move out of its way. It may simply want to continue on its path. However, if the bear follows and stays focused on you, you're in a dangerous situation. It's time to become aggressive. Shout, stare the bear in the eye. Make yourself appear as large and threatening as possible. Let it know you'll fight if attacked. Stamp your feet and take a step or two towards the bear. Stand on a rock or log. Threaten the bear with anything you can and use your deterrent. If it attacks, fight back with all your might. Use any weapon within reach. At this point, you're dealing with a bear that sees you as prey. Be as aggressive as possible, concentrating on the bear's face, eyes, and nose. Don't give up. You're fighting for your life. Remember, a defensive bear attacks to remove a threat. In a predatory attack, the bear is intent on eating you. In a defensive attack, play dead. In a predatory attack, fight back. The key to staying safe in bear country is prevention. When moving through bear habitat, try to travel in a group. Avoid surprising bears by making your presence known, talking, clapping, or using noisemakers. Be cautious in areas where bears may not be able to detect you, and be on the alert for signs of bear activity, like tracks, droppings, or marks on trees. Don't camp in areas that bears are likely to be using. Keep children close at hand. Dogs should always be under control. An unleashed dog may bring an angry bear back to you. Be especially careful in the early morning and evenings when bears are often most active. If you detect a carcass or see scavengers, keep away. A grizzly feeding on carrion is particularly dangerous. Be extremely careful with food and garbage. Use bear-resistant containers and burn your trash fully. Carry out whatever can't be incinerated. A bear that finds your discarded food or garbage may become a serious threat to the next person using the area. There are a number of tools that can help you deter a bear, including noisemakers, firearms, and bear spray. Bear spray should only be used at close range on an aggressive or attacking bear. Carry it ready to use, not in your pack. In your tent, keep deterrents close at hand. If you use a firearm to stop a bear attack, aim to kill. Wounding a bear can make the situation much worse. Used properly, deterrents can be helpful, but they're not 100% effective. Make sure you're familiar with their use before you need them, and don't let deterrents give you a false sense of security. Let's review the basic rules for staying safe in a bear encounter. If you come across a bear that isn't aware of your presence, try to move away without getting its attention. When you encounter a bear that already knows you're there, identify yourself as human by talking and waving your arms. Move away without running. If the bear starts to approach, stand your ground. Stay calm, prepare to use your deterrent, and determine what kind of approach the bear is making. If it's a defensive approach, try to appear non-threatening. Talk in a calm voice. When the bear stops advancing, Start slowly moving away. If it keeps coming closer, stand your ground and keep talking. If the bear seems intent on attack, use your deterrent. If the bear attacks, fall on the ground and play dead. When the attack stops, lie still and wait for the bear to leave. If a bear approaches you non-defensively, talk in a firm voice and move out of the bear's path. If it follows you, stop and stand your ground. Shout and act aggressively. Try to intimidate the bear and use your deterrent. If it attacks, fight for your life.